Dean of CSE IT and AML.
Before I begin, I would like to take a moment to honor and remember a truly remarkable individual, our late chairman, Dr. SNS Subramanian sir. He was a guiding light for our college. His visionary ideas and unwavering commitment to the institution have left a lasting mark in all of us. The progress and growth we see today is due to his tireless efforts and dedication. Chairman sir, we are always indebted to you. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon everybody. Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. It is my great privilege to introduce one such leader who is the chief guest for today's graduation ceremony, Mr. Suraj Jayaraman, a distinguished technology leader whose remarkable career spans nearly 3 decades. A mathematics graduate and holding masters in computer application, Suraj began his journey at TCS under the mentorship of great industry stalwarts, Mr. Ramadurai and Mr. N. Chandra, the then CEOs of Tata Consultancy Services. Our chief guest feels very much elated to be closely associated with Mr. N. Chandra, the then CEO and currently the chairman of Tata Sons, under whose leadership TCS became the country's most valuable one. His first 5 years at TCS has given him solid foundation of technical, professional and interpersonal skills. He then spent an illustrious 24 years at Microsoft, doing multiple roles starting as consultant, then as engagement manager, professional development manager, global account technology strategist, technology sales director, cloud adoption lead, and finally as director cloud security architect at Microsoft. Suraj has been instrumental in shaping digital transformation for Fortune Global 500 companies. To add to his credit, he has served with all the CEOs of Microsoft from Bill Gates to Satyam Nadella. Our chief guest believes that success is not just about making deals, it's about creating lasting values for the customers. As a customer success leader, Suraj has successfully led high-performing teams of solution architects and managers, enabling enterprise clients to adopt Microsoft Azure for their infrastructure and security needs. By partnering closely with CIOs and CISOs, he has influenced strategic technology decisions and driven cloud transformation. With deep expertise in technology sales leadership, Suraj has delivered multi-million-dollar Azure deals and accelerated cloud adoption through trusted, value-driven relationship. Great strategy inspires action, great leadership sustains it. Suraj embodies this principle in his work as a technology strategy leader, area cloud assumption lead with a proven track record of advising C-suite executives and building high-performing teams. Suraj brings a unique blend of strategic vision and hands-on leadership. His deep expertise in people and practice management consistently translates into team readiness and meaningful business outcomes. His dedication to excellence, strategic vision, and ability to drive large-scale digital initiatives make him a trusted advisor and leader in the technology space. Today, as the Vice President of Virtuosa's cloud practice sales across Asia and the Middle East, Suraj continues to create transformative value for businesses, staying at the forefront of cutting-edge technology trends. A lifelong learner and a true advocate of innovation, mentorship, and leadership, Mr. Suraj brings with him a wealth of experience and inspiration. His LinkedIn profile, followed by thousands, stands as a testament to his thought leadership and commitment to empowering the next generation professionals. Beyond his professional achievements, Suraj is a trained Carnatic vocalist and mridangist, balancing his passion for technology with the artistry of music. Born and raised in Mumbai, he is now a proud resident of Bengaluru. He shares his life with his wife and 2 lovely daughters. I, on behalf of SNS College of Technology and on my own behalf, extend a warm welcome to Mr. Suraj Jayaraman, an inspiring technologist, leader and mentor whose insights will undoubtedly motivate our young graduates to pursue excellence in their own journeys. Thanks for the opportunity. Good day to all.
Now I kindly invite the chief guest, Mr. Suraj Jayaraman, Vice President, Technical Sales, Asia and Middle East, Virtuosa Bangalore, to address the candidates.
Good afternoon, everyone. Vanakkam. Probably that's all I can speak in Tamil. A quick note, yes, I was born and brought up in Bombay. I speak Tamil at home, but if I start speaking Tamil right now, people will misunderstand as a stand-up comedy show. So, or they would think that, oh, where did this Kameshwaran come from, Michael Madal Kamarajan, right? So, forgive me, no Tamil anecdotes. I'll stick to what I'm comfortable. I'll speak in English. So, again, good afternoon to everyone, and just to the students out here, voice meter, how's the Josh? Students, it's for you. How's the Josh? I need some voice. Are you sleeping or hearing? How's the Josh? Great. Respected Secretary, principals, vice principals, professors, head of departments, assistant professors, teachers, students, and parents. It's an absolute privilege to address this audience, especially on such an auspicious occasion where we have the youth of the country eager, hopeful, and ready to shape their future. The spark in each of your eyes as I walk through speaks volumes about your excitement and determination. When I was asked to address the graduating class of 2025 of SNS Institute of Technology, I found myself reminiscing about my own graduation days. Honestly, I never had one conducted for myself in this manner. So please understand what an absolute honor it is to be here acknowledging the challenging work each one of you has put in to reach this stage. But remember, success is never an individual effort. It is a result of immense support from your parents, family, friends, teachers, and even the unseen heroes, your support staff. To each person who has contributed to your journey, my heartfelt congratulations, and I wish you all a very bright future. For the next few moments, I tried my best to put in something which might get things into perspective. I would like to share 3 short stories and the dots that I feel have some connects influencing my life. For the first connecting dot, I would want to go back to in history from my school days. I was born and brought up in Mumbai, as I told. I used to be a good student, leading debater and a class topper. I was tutored in a convent school with extremely strict discipline that held me in good stead. 10th standard board exams were particularly important to us since we had to leave school and get into a college. The next 2 years would be junior college till we appear our 12th standard exams. During my time, there was only one entrance exam called as the IIT JEE, and life was very compartmentalized. Above 75% gets to take science. Below distinction, which is less than 75%, gets to take commerce, and the rest, which is damned to take humanities or arts. Those were the days when there was no internet and awareness was limited to the extent. Come class 12, I fared pretty miserably in my science stream, and while my father was waiting with some bunch of notes to pay his capitation fee to join an engineering college, I put my foot down and decided to pursue my Bachelor of Science, much to the chagrin of my father. Having set a trend of doing very well in school, expectations were very high, and I had failed in living to the expectations of my parents. It did bother me a lot, and the next 2 years of my graduation was something which I do not even remember what I was doing. I was in one of the most happening colleges of Bombay. Mitibai College, which had probably every Bollywood star studying in that college, or next door. Well, I did not even pay much attention to who was studying next door. What a waste of 2 years of youth. At the end of my second year of Bachelor of Science, Finally, I got a wake-up call, and while I was about to major in physics, I decided overnight to major in mathematics. That was another reason for my father to go crazy on me, for not having the clarity and being so random about my career. I stuck to my decision and had my own conviction as to why I wanted to do mathematics. The reason was that I was a bit afraid of maths and wanted the fire to be ignited to make sure that I do something extraordinary in my final year. As things turn out, it was year 1992 when I was graduating. It was a defining moment in my academic life. Amongst being a tutor, which is going to be my second story, I put my passion for music to the benefit of my college. I won several awards representing my college in festivals and across states. And I did work hard, the hardest I can remember in my academics. Till that time, to ensure that I got a well-deserved distinction grade during my degree. At that time, I was an MBA aspirant. While preparing for CAT entrance, my dad knocked my head and asked me to appear for some other exams as a backup for my MBA pursuit. I heeded his advice and started preparing for MCA entrances. As fate decides, I cleared the MCA entrance at the Gujarat University and secured a seat at the LD College of Engineering in Ahmedabad. This was a prestigious government college and a leading one in Gujarat. I started my MCA while waiting for the MBA results. Not having any accommodation at Ahmedabad, I somehow got a chance to stay at the IIM Ahmedabad dorms. And for 3 months, I managed to attend some of the guest lectures too. I did have some friends there who could take permission for me to attend them. Those 3 months changed my perception of how orientation matters in institutions and the importance of what I had at hand with the course I was doing in MCA. And for once, my family really were delighted when I announced that I will rather continue doing my MCA. And this was apart from the fact that I had got 2 calls from a couple of MBA institutions in Bombay. I would later get to do my internship at CMC and then a fruitful career at TCS, Microsoft, and now Virtusa. This was my first dot that I can connect now. It somehow links me to my career, how I could stick on to what I learned and later pursued with passion. The end result which I wanted to share is that everything happens for a reason. And one needs to just keep at it and results will just follow. The second dot which I want to drop in is about inspiration. It relates to what I told earlier when I was a tutor. This story is about my first student whom I had been teaching for 3 years. I took him under my wings when he was in class 8 and saw him till his 10th standard boards. This boy had a very humble background. His family had a flour mill as in arsi pudikkaradu, or you have maavu pudikkaradu, flour mill, right? That's what the family was doing. And he used to stay in a house with 17 members. He grew up in Mumbai with his grandparents since he was 3 years old, while his parents were in a remote village in Uttar Pradesh. By the time he came to me, he was struggling with English. But what I realized was that he was brilliant in mathematics. So my task was cut out, and my objective was to ensure that he got more marks than what I got in my 10th standard. This boy worked, and how did he? He came out with flying colors and decided that he would pursue commerce in one of the leading commerce colleges in Bombay. He later pursued his BCom degree and ensured he also passed his chartered accountancy by the time he came out of college. He would be the first person in his family who went to college and get a professional degree. He did not stop there. He went ahead and pursued his MBA from JBIMS, which is Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies, which is one of the top business schools in the country. He later got a job at a leading public sector and migrated to Canada. This story set the benchmark in his family, and every other kid in the family went to attend college and pursue a very successful career for themselves. This was a connecting dot for me that helped me realize how one person can inspire an entire generation within the family to start with and many others who follow. The third story I want to tell is about purpose. For this, I go back to the time when I lost my father. My sister and me, along with my mother, were devastated. He died young. My mom, who took most care of him through his illness, particularly was heartbroken. During grief, she used to keep asking, all this while I was taking care of Dad, now what is my purpose to live? Honestly, I had no answer to that. Life went on, and little did we all realize that she had already kept her busy by giving tuitions to very young kids. This started as a need when my dad had lost his job, and she felt that this would be some humble contribution to the family. As time went on, she reinvented herself and started to take in kids only from the underprivileged section of the society. Her admission criteria were that she would give tuition to only those kids whose parents were not educated and those who were keen to see their children study well. She would charge 200 rupees per kid. And however poor they are, she would insist that this money has to be paid, else they would not value the time spent. And later, I found out that all the money she collected as fees, she would donate back to some of the kids to pay their school fees or books. And by that time, she was already the secretary of the apartment she was staying and managing all the operations of the community. And one day a few years ago, when me and my mother sat together, we talked and agreed that there was indeed a purpose in life for her beyond looking after my father. This dot helped me realize that there must be a larger purpose to whatever we do in life, apart from earning money, living a comfortable life with our loved ones. The next few minutes I would want to share with some advice, however unsolicited it might seem, and probably which had a profound impact on me in my professional career. These lessons, I hope, will help you navigate the industry, whether you are sprinting towards short-term goals or preparing for a marathon that is your career. For those pursuing higher studies, congratulations on making that decision. You have struck while the iron is hot. Continue the momentum, but be objective in what you want to achieve through your next course. For those stepping into entrepreneurship or corporate life, here are some key lessons to consider. Hunger to learn. In these formative years of your career, you must have an insatiable hunger to learn. The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, with technology and uncertainty shaping our future. But rather than fearing this uncertainty, embrace it as an opportunity. It is often said that children up to the age of 4 have the best grasping power. They absorb knowledge effortlessly. Similarly, the first few years of your career will really define how much you learn and apply to your work. I cannot emphasize on the need to learn and learn with a vengeance. This is a time in your career where you can afford to slog, and you should. I'm still a bit old school and would say that given your 12 to 18 hours for the first few years of your career, at no point of time I'm advocating that you should do this forever. But in the initial years, you have a very steep learning curve. So be prepared to put in a lot of hard work. Along with this, make sure you are abreast of the latest and greatest in technology and innovation. I know we have a lot of civil engineers out here. You might want to look out at renewable energy integration, solar and wind energy in infrastructure, modular construction, prefabrication, how to make everything sustainable right from water to energy, 3D printing in construction, and it goes on. For electrical engineers, wire power transfer is a de facto standard, now that we have so many options in consumer electronics and the automotive sector. For mechanical engineers, advanced robotics, AI in manufacturing. Since I've spent my entire career in the software industry, a caution to the young graduates: you are at a high risk of getting obsolete if you do not keep up to what is happening in the latest trends around you while having your fundamentals rock solid. I cannot emphasize more on how important it is to have strong fundamentals, since these concepts are 100% industry relevant. Be ready to evolve yourself and accept changes. Think of how professions have transformed roles like telephone operators, stenographers, typists. They all have made way to more technologically driving careers. Similarly, your generation is witnessing another reset. Those who stay curious and continue learning will always be at the forefront of innovation. Be it in any core engineering disciplines that you pursue in your career, make sure you do not stop learning. The moment you stop learning, one becomes irrelevant to the industry. All mundane or what was called clerical tasks will be replaced by AI bots. So make sure that you get smart enough to know how to leverage new technology that will help you be more productive. Failing fast. Failure is inevitable, but how you handle it determines your trajectory. Failing fast means recognizing what is not working as quickly as possible and using that knowledge to pivot toward a much better approach. Always think that I have not failed. Just think I have just found many ways that will not work. Learn from them and keep moving forward. In the industry, mistakes will happen. The key is not to be discouraged, but to learn from them swiftly. Every setback is an opportunity to refine your skills and recalibrate your paths towards success. Working with integrity is not just a value, it is a foundation of your character. It defines who you are and what you stand for. Integrity means doing the right thing even when no one is watching. It is about standing by your principles and ensuring that every decision you make is honest, ethical, and fair. Let me give you an example. Imagine you are working on a major project with tight deadlines. You realize a shortcut could have saved time but may compromise on the quality. Choosing integrity means resisting the temptation to cut corners. It means delivering excellence even when it is challenging. In the long run, integrity builds trust, and trust is one of the most valuable assets in professional life. Your reputation will precede you. Make sure it is one of honesty and responsibility. Be humble and grateful. No matter how much success you achieve, always remain humble. Remember that no one succeeds alone. Mentors, colleagues, and even competitors contribute to your growth. Gratitude keeps you grounded. Take the time to acknowledge and appreciate those who have supported you, your teachers, peers, and family. Gratitude fosters relationships, and strong relationships open doors to unexpected opportunities. Be open and respectful. The industry is diverse, and innovation thrives when different perspectives come together. Be open-minded and respect every voice in the room. Great ideas emerge from discussions where people feel valued and heard. Whether you are leading a team or collaborating with others, make sure you welcome new viewpoints. Challenge ideas, but do so respectfully. Build relations on trust, respect, and inclusivity. The other 2 or 3 aspects is very, very important. Networking and building relationships. Building a strong network is an invaluable asset in your career. Surround yourself with mentors, peers, and professionals who inspire and challenge you. Networking is not about exchanging business cards. It's not about making LinkedIn connects. It is about fostering relationships built on trust, mutual respect, and shared goals. Attend industry events, participate in discussions, and seek collaborations that align with your vision. Your network will often be bridge to opportunities you never imagined. Prioritize your soft skills. In addition to technical expertise, soft skills play a critical role in shaping your career trajectory. Communication, leadership, and problem solving, and emotional intelligence are attributes that can elevate your professional standing. These skills empower you to not only excel in your role, but also make a positive impact on your team and organization. Remember to reflect and refine. As you navigate your career, take moments to reflect on your journey. Are you moving closer to your goals? Are you growing and evolving in the way you envisioned? Reflection helps you refine your path and make deliberate choices that align with your aspirations. Success is not just about reaching a destination, it is about enjoying the journey and learning from every step. I conclude my talk today here with acknowledging this great institution. I was welcomed, taken care of very well, and I could see an institution that was great right from its roots. Excellent infrastructure, great mentorship, great vision from the leaders makes a hallmark of an institution. And I'm sure all of you should be proud to be associated with this institution. As you step out into the corporate world or into your own business, you should have fond memories of this institution which made the person you are. So Godspeed to all of you and wish you all the very best in your life. Thank you.
Let the candidates of SNS College of Technology, presented by the deans and heads of the various departments.
I request all the B aerospace engineering candidate to stand up. Mr. Principal, I, Dr. M. Subramanian, present unto you the candidate in the person in the Department of Aerospace Engineering who have been certified by after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degree of Anna University. Jai Jemi Mehima R. Abhinav Jaykumar